Hey guys, today I'm going to Dollar Tree. I'm only needing one item, a pencil box for Gabby, but we will see. Actually, you will see at the end of this video that I end up buying more than just pencil box because there's lots of good stuff. There's lots of good gardening stuff. That's like I want to buy a lot of it, but I actually don't need that much, and some of them are just this shovel looks sturdy, so I'm gonna get one of those because I had some before and they broke. I have little rakes, but not the shovels. Rakes seems to stay, but shovels break. I don't know, maybe because we have the soil, the kind that's very hard. And this soil, can you somebody tell me please if this is any good? Because I never tried it, and I don't know if it's worth it to pay $1.25 for this little amount. So please let me know if you if you try this soil, if it's any good. And there's some rakes here, but they're plastic, so I don't know how long they will last. Maybe it's okay if all you're gonna rake is just some leaves without any branches. So here's some potty stuff, lots of colors are missing. There's some other stuff. Oh, these buckets, actually I'm gonna buy 2 of those gray buckets for my goats for their water. They're really good. I bought some before, and even though they're not really sturdy, but they last for at least 2 years. For I'm actually using them every day for water. I have one for my dogs for water, and I have one for my goats for water. Okay, there's the school supplies. I'm looking for a pencil box for Gabby. That's the only thing I came here for. So let's see if I can find it. There's lots of all kinds. Oh, here I found it. So they look kind of well good enough for $1.25. So I better get 2 because in case one of them breaks, the other one will be as a replacement. Hair accessories are always full. Like I see in all the dollar stores, they're always full. Not like the hairbrushes. These dehumidifiers are good to have in the winter when we have rainy season. But I have a dehumidifier in my girls' room because there's a shower right in, like the right next to their room, so their room gets pretty humid. So I don't know. This is just it's kind of expensive to use those because they don't last really long. They fill up with water too fast. Okay, there's all kinds of stuff for laundry. For the outside drying, it's really good to have those clips, laundry clips. I still have a lot of those, and I used to get a bigger package for $1. That one was a lot smaller. The shower curtains, like inside, I used to like buy more expensive sturdy one and clean it every time. But the thing is, by the time uh, I can replace this like every month or so without cleaning, and the price ends up about the same because even the more the sturdy one is gonna rip eventually, so price ends up about the same, and I don't have to spend my effort cleaning it. The baby shampoos and stuff. These brushes are good. We have a couple for cleaning like drinking bottles and stuff. Even though we're not babies, we still use like bottles for the water. These are like um, all kinds of beauty stuff. These containers are kind of good for keeping your medicines and stuff. I have a couple of those where I keep my stash of bandages and all kinds of over-the-counter medicines. Shampoos are not very full because I guess lots of people buy cheaper shampoos these days because who can afford the $6.99 Pantene Privy, right? Hand sanitizer, nobody needs it anymore. I see it being on clearance in a lot of places. Okay, deodorants. Wow, they're almost empty. I bought deodorants before I stocked up on them. No, not this kind. I have the other one. I'm gonna show you in a second. Yeah, these are a bigger package, and I bought a lot of these when they were $1 still. This 2.125 ounces. That's good. That's the biggest one I ever saw at the dollar store. This one is smaller. This one is what I guess 1.4. This one is a lot smaller for the same price, but they basically do the same thing exactly. So I just choose the biggest one because it does the same thing and they both smell good. So I stocked up on a few of these. We have 3 girls in the house that constantly using them, and I don't know how long one each lasts for each person. I never keep track of them, but I never seen these before. These are no aluminum and stuff, super healthy. I don't know if this is gonna work as good as the other one I have, and this 2.5 ounces, which is a good amount also. But considering that I bought those before for dollar and these are $1.25 now, I still got a better deal before. But I'm willing to try these. Can somebody tell me if you ever see those in your dollar stores? Because I never seen this one before in my Dollar Trees that's around my area. So I think I'm gonna get two just to try, see if they're good. These are soaps. I used to buy a lot of this soap when it was just $1, and I still have a stash of it. veggie cans. I think veggie cans are overpriced at $1.25. I think you can find them cheaper at the different places. That's if you use a lot of vegetables. We don't use a lot of canned vegetables. I mostly buy frozen because they're cheaper per pound than the canned. Okay, the pasta, 25% more. How many ounces is that? I think it was 24. But if it's 24, it's a good deal. There's beans missing. More beans. There's rice 1 pound. There's rice 2 pounds, which is 2 pounds is kind of it's okay price for $1. Unless you can find them in the big bags. The only good price for rice so far, the best price I found is the 50-pound bags for $22.99. They used to be at $20.99. They used to be $18.99 before. So prices are going up on everything, and the packages are shrinking too. They have a ton of same containers, like almost the whole row of the same exact containers. Well, some of them are a little different, but they're mostly like same containers. I guess people are not gonna use this in the summertime because I guess most people don't use their oven in the summertime because I don't. But for winter, they're good for making casseroles and stuff. 65 square feet. The wax paper. I think you can buy it cheaper at the other stores if you buy a bigger package. Well, if you only have like $1 or two to spend, you might wanna buy it here until you save up enough to buy a bigger package. Lots of dishes, cups. Yeah, these are always full. It seems to them they never run out of their containers and cups and dishes. The kitchen stuff, the glasses. So this is what I'm buying, and this is what I spent. 14.89 or 83. I can't really see good on this receipt right now. So it wasn't really like a stock up haul or anything. It's just like a few random items. Like what I really needed is just a pencil box. And yeah, you went to the store for a pencil box and you came out with was it $15 of stuff. Yeah. So, but also while walking at the store, I was thinking like before maybe 2 3 years ago and way before that, never nobody ever like was talking or thinking like, oh, this shelf here is empty, or there's shortage of this, or they don't have that, or they ran out, or something like couldn't be found, or something couldn't be shipped. Nobody even talked about it. Like everything was there. There's some stuff was maybe more like expensive, not on sale, or maybe like prices went up on something, but never ever we had like even anybody even noticing or saying like, oh, this shelf is empty, or this is not available, we can't find it, we have to wait long time for this part. So, and it's not getting any better. I mean, it's actually getting worse and worse. I mean, it gets like worse and it gets a little bit better here and there, but it doesn't get better in general. I mean, the shelves are not like completely full or like stuff almost falling off of them like they were before. Like a- any store you go to, there are some shelves that might be full, but then there's always gonna be some place here and there when there's like half empty or completely empty. And look what happened to baby formula. Um, I don't think it's just a coincidence or by accident that it disappeared from the shelf. It's because they sent a lot to the border and they sent a lot to Ukraine, or well, maybe it was something was that where they make it they produced less, but then if it was produced less, then the less should be sent somewhere else. But for people here, we need to have enough because baby formula is like very critical for the babies. Like they can't really eat anything else if the breast milk is not available. And at the beginning, I didn't realize it was such a big problem because I didn't realize that many babies needed formula because I never needed it. So, like for my babies, when they were babies, so yeah, I mean, you can substitute like use goat milk or evaporated milk and adding some stuff. Like there's lots of recipes. Uh, but still, it's gonna be stress for the babies, and I think it was done on purpose just to, I don't know, make people stressed out and worried or something. It's like they couldn't get people stressed out enough, like worrying about getting sick with the famous disease, and they have to make them worry about something else because if it's your baby or your grandbaby, of course you're gonna really worry about if you don't have anything to feed them. So it's my personal opinion, but I think it was done on purpose. So if this was done with formula and they chose like the perfect most critical item that, like, you can't really substitute with anything else, like especially right away, um what they gonna choose next to like have a huge shortage of it so people would panic over it? Yeah, we'll have to think about it. And also, if you think that because we live in America, we're never ever gonna run out of everything, we're never ever gonna have shelves empty, maybe I need to make a separate video about it, but I think we will. So please stock up, everybody, as much as you can afford. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.